think everything in my life and in marketing is like driver trees, right? I think in driver trees. So like, I'm like, okay, if revenue is the outcome, I always think about like, okay, new customers, how much, what is the ACV of that new customer? What is the churn? And then the new customers is like the signups, the conversion rate, the activation rate. And then the signups is like, what is the mix of that signup that is coming? And so that's kind of like how I think about it. And so I've always instilled that in my teams of like, okay, and in marketing is like extremely hard to get every one of the tactics and the programs that you run to ladder up perfectly to revenue. Like it's very, very hard, right? But what you have to do as a marketing leader is you have to be like, okay, we're investing in community. What is the main reason you're investing in community? You're investing in community for them to be doing support for the other community members? Are you investing in your community for them to be a growth play? So you have to be very clear with yourself why you're investing in each one of the programs. And as a marketer, you don't only invest in things that will drive directly to revenue. Sometimes you invest in things that will help other angles of the business, right? Such as retention, such as support. Like there are a lot of things that you do as well. And so I think it's like what I've done with most of my marketing teams, if not all, is like create a scorecard that is like the scorecard of like a lot of the different elements of programs that we're doing. And then people understand how those elements ladder up to eventually our ultimate goal, whether that goal is revenue. Most of them are leading and step indicators into revenue, most of them, but I have a few that are not directly, right? And so I think that's a very important thing is like thinking about like driver trees. I always work with my team to figure out like, what is in your area or a couple areas that you're focusing on? What is the number that matters, right? Like if you have a partner program, you can have a top of the funnel number, which is like people that are registering. The number that matters even more is the number of engaged partners that you have and then the revenue that they're generating for us. And for example, that's how we think about our partner program here at Glide. And so that's like, how we think about content, how we think about like the conversion rate on our website. So it's a lot of driver trees. So that's a very important part of who I am and how I think about marketing. And so I'm thankful to have that background.